Welcome students to your English literature session for class 8. The story which we are going to study today is from your book of Shakespeare, and the name of the play is All's Well That Ends Well. Let's see what the story is actually about. The story consists of lies, deceit, and all the dishonesties and misconceptions which are there in a relationship, the issues of marriage, and all the problems between the partners and the couples which are there in the story. Also representing the issues of relationships between several characters are shown in this story. So let's see the clip, with the help of which it will be much clear to you what is going on in the story.
Once upon a time, Helena, the poor orphan's daughter, fell in love with young Count Bertram. When Bertram gets older, he has to go away to the king's court to win honor and make a name for himself, and Helena is heartbroken when he leaves. The king gets extremely ill, and Helena gets the idea that with the medicine her father left her, she could follow Bertram to the court and heal the king. Bertram's mother, the countess, quickly realizes that Helena has feelings for her boy, but rather than staying in Helena's way, she encourages her to chase her dreams. Helena gets to court where she finds the king and convinces him to let her heal him with the medicine she brought. She makes a bargain. If she fails, she's gonna be put to death, but if she succeeds, the king will grant her any wish. And as expected, the medicine helps the king, and he's fully alive again. And so Helena gets to make a wish, and she chooses to ask the king to marry Bertram. Bertram is not at all happy about this decision, but still is forced to marry Helena against his will. After the wedding, Bertram leaves for the wars, where he sends Helena a letter saying, "I will never accept you as my wife unless you show me my child that you conceived," which of course will never happen because he's not going to touch her, "and you need to show me my family ring," which he will never give her. Helena decides to follow Bertram to the wars and seeks to accomplish these impossible tasks. While being a soldier, Bertram meets a young woman named Diana and starts paying attention to her. But of course, Diana rejects him because he's married. Helena, who's been traveling around, happens to meet Diana, and Diana tells her that Bertram is trying to get her to sleep with him. Helena convinces Diana to plan a trick on Bertram. And so when Bertram next meets Diana, he promises her to marry her after Helena's death. Diana agrees to meet him under the condition that he gives her his family ring as a sign of his promise. Bertram agrees, and Diana sets up the meeting in a very dark and secret place so that Bertram will notice that instead of Diana, Helena goes to battle. When the war is over, Bertram returns to France while Helena pretends to die of grief over missing Bertram. Helena's supposing death of grief has made the king very angry, and when Diana comes and tells everybody about the promise Bertram gave her, Bertram pretends he never made any promises, but Diana has his ring, and so even his mother turns against him, saying that anyone with his ring must be his wife. The whole court is mad and disgusted by Bertram and his lies when Helena enters, pregnant, and says, "You gave me conditions, and I've met them all. Here's your ring, and we have a baby on the way. I am your wife." And so Bertram says, "Explain this to me, and I'll be yours forever." Once upon a time.
Okay students, I hope with this clip all the confusions and all the problems which are there in the story and between the couples is much clear to you. In case of any confusion, you can see the clip again. The notes will be there after this session. Thank you very much and have a nice day.